Maybach Music Fantasy Football League Recap.
Alright, so welcome to the first episode of the Maybach Music Fantasy Football League Recap, where each week I'm going to recap last week's games, next week's matchups, and because it's a league where everyone likes to hear themselves talk, I will be interviewing one owner each week up until the finals. We're going to talk about their opinions on what's going down in the league, what's going on in their lives, and what's going on around the world. But first, let's get right down to last week's games. First, I'm going to start off with the Redskin Gophers versus Rick is a Bitch. What was projected to be a close game ended up being just that, as Redskin Gophers won by only 5 points. Not only did Matt Ryan cost his head coach his job this week, but he also cost Team Rick is a Bitch the game by only putting up 8 points this week. Next, we have the blowout of the week, which is Trinidad James massacring Sioux Girls 1 up, 108-64. Trinidad James continues to sit peacefully in third place, while Sioux Girl 1 up looks to be enjoying their nap down at 9th place. Someone who woke up from their nap this week was Chirac as they beat Bow the Show 119-104. This win took Chirac from 8th place to 6th place and back to playoff contention. This brings me up to someone who doesn't have to worry about playoff status right now, as they've been running all over this league while being in first place. That's right, I'm talking about Sauce Gang, who beat To The House 40 Squad 116-71. While midpoint is approaching, To The House 40 Squad still has some time to rebound from this loss before it's too late. This brings us to our win of the week. Team Go-Go Ratchet beats Golden Showers 99-95. This win came down to the very end. Literally. It came down to a touchdown by Titans tight end Juno Smith in the last 3 minutes of a game where the Titans were already beating the Bills 35-16 at the time. Though this was a devastating loss, Golden Showers still rests easy at second place. As for Go-Go Ratchet, this win puts them back into playoff contention as they went from 7th place to 6th. This might be the spark that lights rebellion for Team Go-Go Ratchet. And now, a word from our sponsors. And now, we're back with this week's matchup of the week. We have a rematch from last year's finals between Sauce Gang and the Redskin Gophers. Both teams are on a 3-game winning streak, looking to establish dominance as we approach the halfway mark. This is a matchup you don't want to miss. This week, we also see Golden Showers looking to bounce back from last week's devastating last-second loss to Team Go-Go Ratchet when they take on 6th place team Rick is a Bitch. Next, we have Trinidad James, who's had an impressive run so far this year. They will be looking on to keeping that run going as they take on Chirac, who is making a steady climb back into playoff contention after starting 1-3. This week's garbage match of the week goes to Team Sioux Girls 1 up, who sits at 9th place, and Team To The House 40 Squad, who sits at 8th. As of right now, 40 Squad is projected to score roughly 90 points, while Sioux Girls are projected to score roughly 88 points, proving they are both roughly the same type of hot garbage. As I mentioned earlier before, each week I will be sitting down with different team owners to discuss what's going on in the league. This week I got to sit down with team owner and former 2-time champion Derek Skipper of Team Go-Go Ratchet. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty controversial.
Maybach Music Fantasy Football League Recap.
Alright, so for our first guest, it only makes sense that we have the first ever Maybach Music Fantasy Football Champion as a first guest. Everyone, let's give a round of applause for the team owner of Team Go-Go Ratchet, Derek Skipper.
Yep, and this is where he plays the effects, the applause effects, because I deserve it.
We're gonna get that. You know what? I'm gonna play around with this, and then we're gonna get some of that clapping that like spreads.
Yeah,
we're gonna add that there. I'm gonna go with the first question. It's been 6 years since Team Go-Go Ratchet has won a finals. Do you think your best days are behind you, or do you think you might have peaked a little too early?
No, we're just waiting for Rick Ross to get fat again.
And
when Rick Ross puts on about like 15 more pounds, from all the wing stock and everything like that.
You're gonna feel like you're gonna have that same energy is gonna transfer to you.
The Rick Ross energy, spirit energy, in order to win the Maybach Music League. I think that's appropriate, right? He's Maybach Music.
That makes sense. I mean, that does make sense.
Right. I think I may also have to put on 15 pounds to gain synergy with him. So
now, what happens if he never gains that weight though, or is that it? Is just the 2 rings and one skinny Rick Ross?
No, I mean it's gonna happen regardless. I'm gonna win regardless. Y'all are all shitty in this fucking league.
You guys are.
I am the fucking king, and sometimes like even Jesus died for 3 days and then came back.
He did come back, but this has been 6 years. It's been 6 years, not 3 days.
Listen,
6 years.
Every story is different, right?
People move on.
The details. Every story is the same when it comes to the champion, right? But the details can be a little off. Maybe I'm 6 years, but you know what? Next year I got this shit because y'all are shitty, and you know what? Even this year, I'm gonna say this year is what it is, right? I might have lost this year. Okay, fine.
Well, that kind of actually brings me up to one of my questions, actually.
All right.
You traded Mike Evans for a second-round pick to Team Redskin Gophers earlier in Week 5. Was that an early sign of plans of tanking this season?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a sign of tanking, right?
Okay.
Wise men, right? They plant seeds to feel the shade of trees that they will never themselves feel, right? Some of y'all may be doing your wheeling and dealing, you in particular, Rick, which is fine. Wheel and deal, woo, right? Woo. So
always have time for a Ric Flair, woo. Always gotta.
So yeah, always. So yeah, but me, the only thing I'm about to do this year is ruin somebody's chances of making it into the playoffs. It's gonna be those top seed motherfuckers who think they're untouchable, because I'm a wheel and deal, knowing what I got, in order to make sure that y'all don't make it at least where you thought it was. I'm gonna make it very difficult for y'all this year.
That's what I like to hear. It's interesting that you bring up your mindset, because last year you kind of had the same mindset. Last year you finished in 9th place in hopes of getting a better draft pick the following year. But this year you got Christian McCaffrey and you got injured earlier in the season. So do you think it was worth tanking? Do you think that strategy always works?
Well, so I would have to say this, right? The rules of the league change every once in a while. And the thing is, it's not consistent. I'm forgetful. I'm a forgetful person. I forgot my birthday this year. But
busy man. You're a busy man.
I mean, I got 3 jobs now, and some of y'all motherfuckers don't got one. But that,
we're not gonna touch on that.
But I think getting back to the point is that, Christian McCaffrey injured. If this was a keeper league, keep him. Second pick, I got 2 now. So maybe if I talk to Rick, if me and Rick can have a good discussion.
To the commissioner.
I'm sorry.
I'm just reporter Rick right now. I'm not Commissioner Rick. I'm not team owner Rick. It's just reporter Rick. So you're talking just reporter Rick. I don't know those other 2 guys.
Rick,
I'm biased.
Rick wears a lot of hats. Actually, he only wears one hat, and it's either back or forward. So if it's back, he's in reporter mode. Forward is commissioner mode. All serious shit. So
you got it. Thank you for noticing, man.
You're right.
I appreciate small things, but
no problem. I got $20 for you after the interview's over in order to make sure that
that's commissioner. That's commissioner.
Yeah.
Oh, but my next question. Now we're gonna talk about things a little bit brighter, because while it has been rough for you the past couple of years, you to this day hold the best season record at 13-2. Do you think that record will ever be broken?
No, y'all shitty.
Fair enough. Following up my next question, this following week you're playing Team Bo the Show. In 6 years, you've beaten Brian 7 out of 12 times. What makes this week different?
Wow. I mean, I would.
You didn't know this stat. I just shocked journalists. I'm sorry I did that.
Yeah,
you didn't know that.
No, that was.
I should have told you that.
Yeah,
before.
we didn't prep for that.
We didn't prep for that.
I mean, I would say the cutoff shirts is what's changed, what's different. You know, like
I understand.
Brian's trying to be out there, bow the show. He's showing them guns.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they all blank. So you know, like he's about to take another loss on the chin.
So you're saying this week it's going to go from 7-12 to 8-13.
I mean, it's a hard life, Brian, but you know, like somebody's gotta give you the hard knocks, you know? And it doesn't matter how much you cut off your t-shirt, you're still gonna lose, buddy. That's it.
It's completely professional. It's just completely professional. You're just doing the best you can.
I mean, he's what's the thing that you did at Livorno? Bow ties and what's?
Oh wait, we're not gonna bring that. That was Server Rake. That was Server Rake. He retired years ago, actually, a year ago. Yeah, Server Rake. He's not with us anymore.
This man would wear.
Next question.
He'd be black tie.
So
with no shirt on.
So we're gonna go to the next question. We're not gonna talk the past Rakes. You have a business venture that is coming up. You care to elaborate on that?
So talking about the business venture, right? I have a job, and then I have a business, and then I have another job.
But no, we're not sticking on the 3 jobs. We just want to know about the business venture.
Oh, okay, the business venture.
Business venture.
Capital punishment. The party argument game.
Party argument game?
The party argument game.
The party argument game.
The party argument game.
The party argument game. Please tell me more about this.
The party argument game is where you sentence people to die. We can't actually say that because we will get sued. So I didn't.
This is going to be on YouTube, like public, not private. So I don't want this to hurt. Should I bleep this out? I can bleep it out. I think.
They'll find out later on, and then only your true fans will know what happened here today. So this is started from the bottom, now we're here, right?
Exactly what this is. I hope this doesn't like come up when you guys already have like 20 different games out, like millionaires, and then this surfaces like a random fantasy football video.
Now, if this surfaces, it's going to be a random fan, but more than likely, if it's not a random fan, it's going to be Rick. Rick has been
Reporter Rick.
Rick.
This Rick.
Right.
That would be me. That would be me.
Yeah, that would be me. He's good for sabotaging. So, he's the wild card Rick.
Well,
Rick
that's
names.
funny you bring up sabotage, just because it comes down to one of my last questions. Now many may have forgotten, but you're the only team to this day to set out an entire year to protest the alleged corruption happening by the league's commissioner. Since then, do you think it was worth it? And have you seen any changes happen?
Let's talk about corruption.
We can start off with that.
I mean,
I'm Reporter Rick, just remember. Rick.
I mean, is Trump corrupt?
Okay, so we're gonna go back to
hold on. Was Mussolini corrupt? Was Joseph Stalin corrupt? Was R. Kelly corrupt? Right? Hold up. Was Benjamin Netanyahu corrupt? Okay. All right. I mean, these are just questions, people.
These are questions.
These are just questions, right? I'm not saying anything about the person sitting across the table.
That wouldn't be me. It would be the commissioner you're referring to.
It'd be the forward-facing hat Rick.
Forward-facing hat Rick. He's going to be on this show, too. I'm going to interview Commissioner Rick at some point during this season as well.
I mean, was I robbed?
Do you mind following up? How were you robbed? For the fans that don't know what happened, can you let them know what happened that year? The year before that you decided to sit out.
I will admit, Reporter Rick, that I have a terrible, terrible memory. But there are some things that crystallize in your memory for so long that you can't lodge out. And one of those things was when Commish Rick told me that if I cannot allow you to win 3 times in a row, people will quit the league. When that happened, I knew. I knew.
Now, do you think? Just being on a reporter standpoint, do you think winning 2 years in a row, had you won the 3rd year, do you think people would have stuck around, or do you think people would have moved on? What do you think? Do you think the commission was right in its logic?
I think that Colombian Rick was being real Argentinian and didn't want to see Alonso be the name of the trophy. I don't know what happened there, but there was definitely some. He didn't want Alonso to be on the trophy because there's no trophy yet, just rings, promised rings that I got 2 years later. I did get them though. He's good for that. I got the rings.
And where are the rings right now? Do you have them in like a security box? Is there's like Have you ever seen these rings? I mean, I think they're 24 karat gold. I believe they have like 10 diamonds, 8 karat diamonds is that. So do you have like a security box? Do you ever like take them out, go to security box, like look at them like Tom Brady does, and then put them back, or do you have them like somewhere like on top of your toilet?
No, they're not on top of my toilet, right? They're like dream catchers over my bed. So like I put a nail into my wall, and I just have them hang them there, like 2 testicles, no homo, fucking. But actually,
Yeah,
that's
2
a really
testicle. You got a metaphor for 2 testicles hanging in your.
I mean, like, just when I think about
just when you think about
rings that I have, it's like me teabagging the Maybach Music League with my greatness, because I am the fucking boss. I'm the boss. I am Rick Ross. He's Ricky Rose. I'm Rick Ross, the boss.
When I have a different hat on.
Who lost 30 pounds.
When I have a different hat on.
Who lost 30 pounds, right?
Well, here's a fun fact for the viewers at home. So you actually did get to play. It was actually the week 1, first time in. This year in Maybach Music Fantasy Football history, that we got to see a 2-time champion play. Actually, that's the first time ever, because Reese won his 2nd championship last year. So this is the first time in history we saw a 2-time champion play another 2-time champion, and you actually won 99 to 96.54.
Oh, I won?
You actually won that first game.
Oh, see, I told you, I'm the best. I didn't even realize I won. I have 3 jobs.
You had 3 jobs and you didn't realize it's the best. When you're the best, do you not have to realize it? It's just, you just know it, right?
I could win this league by accident, and everybody's really putting in, 100% of their effort, right? I traded away my best receiver.
You did, and it hurt you this week. I mean, I'm going to look at what happened this week. You at one point had a chance to beat Lou, even with a receiver that got you 0 points.
What's his name?
Who knows? Scott.
And he doesn't know either.
I don't know, but I'll tell you, wow. You want to know how? Actually, this is live. This is like, by the time you see this will already been posted. But this is live right now. I'm about to get his reaction. Wait, I think the game is the game still going on? If it's still going on. No, wait, don't look at your phone. I'm about to tell you, man.
Okay, all right.
I'm about to tell you.
Tell me.
So the game is still going on. It's the 4th quarter, 14 minutes left. The game is at 95-92. He has 1 player left, which is Tennessee's tight end. He's got you 9 points. You're 3 points away. 30-yard catch. He's a 30-yard catch from changing your whole fucking season. You'll be 3-2. You have gone from 7th place to 5th place. After making the hell of a move he made this week by trading his top receiver for a second. We're live right now. This wasn't even part of this. I had to script it. This is live. This is the news. This is what you get when you're watching weekly. Anything can happen. Which is why you got to tune in next week. But sir, how do you feel? You can right now change the whole length. Right now you're playing the 2nd seed right now. Lou, who's 3-1. You beat him. You put him at 3-2, and now you're at 3-2. You're changing. You're fucking up the game right now. You are live, fucking up the game right now. How does that make you feel?
I don't respect Lou as a coach. I don't respect him as a player, and I just gotta say that you gotta take your sorry ass back home, where you came from, and I just gotta say that I am going to win. And I'm going to ruin a lot of people's hopes, dreams. Ask John. John knows. John knows. John
see, he's going at every owner. That's, man, you for a first-time guest, man, you're not holding back. You're going at everybody. Everybody there is. He's saying fuck the league. Say it. Say fuck the league.
No, I'm just asking. What's the name of the trophy?
It's called the Alonzo. And why is it called the Alonzo?
It is the Alonzo.
It was named after the champion after he won, the former champion, after he won it the first 2 years, back to back. First 2 years back to back.
The Alonzo Trophy.
The Alonzo Trophy.
You gotta respect it.
And the last time, it hasn't been that, so it's been 6 years that you haven't seen a championship. But it's only been 2 since you've been to the finals. You played Kai 2 years ago in the finals, and you lost him, which was a repeat of your 2nd ring, actually, which is kind of funny. You beat Kai for your 2nd ring, and then 5 years later, he went on to beat you, or 4 years later, he went on to beat you for his first.
Can you pull up the stats on that game, or the players on that game while I ramble, or is that not possible?
Oh, yeah. All right, as you ramble, and right now we're still live. Like, we might be able to even see him win as we're going through this, because you only need a 30-yard catch.
He's getting a touchdown. I'm fine.
He said,
I'm fine. I'm good.
Ramble on, good sir, as I look up these stats.
Now, so let me tell you about black tie occasion Rick, right?
So you and John went to the first finals.
Yes.
And you beat him.
Yep.
Second year, it was you versus Kai. You beat Kai.
Yep.
I don't have the stats for that one yet, but when Kai beat you, he beat you 114 to 95. I can't get the players right now, but that when he beat you, it was it was a touchdown away. It was a touchdown away kind of a game.
I'm just gonna go ahead and blame Commissioner because after that 1 year, he took the air beneath my wings, right? Because I was soaring, I was flying high, nobody could touch me. I was running, and he clipped my wings. I felt like Icarus when he flew too close to the sun.
All right, so when
the
you
sun burnt me, and that's this motherfucker right here.
No, it's not me. I'm Reporter Rick.
I'm sorry. So not him, the other Rick. Right?
You know what? I can't answer for all the things the other Ricks do. I'm just one Rick right now. I can't answer for Drunk Rick, for Commissioner Rick. I'm just Reporter Rick right now.
Okay.
That's all I can do. I can only answer for one Rick at a time. 292. So it's always been close games when you guys are in the finals. But then after that third finals, you beat Kai. It was then 40 and John, and then 40, just like Reese, had Rookie of the Year because it was his first year in the league, and he won his first championship against John. So that's John's second finals. Following years when John won it against. We're not even name that team. They're not there. There's no point. We're not naming names. They're not. But he won against somebody. So that'd be his third finals. Then the following year he would go. So that's 3 finals in a row. I got it. You got to respect it a little bit. He went to 3 finals in a row, and he only won 1 in three of those, because that following year he'd play Reese, and then Reese would win it his first year. Give props to that. He won his first. Like you, but he wasn't the first to win his first year.
I just want to say this. Now, first of all, are you talking about John? Are you talking about John right now?
I'm talking about Reese. I mean, I was talking about John. He went to 3 finals.
All right. Well, let's go back to John real quick. Let's go back to John real quick.
1-1.
First of all, if you beat on your woman, you're going to jail. You're getting
charged. Wow. I don't know where this is going, but I'm listening.
So therefore.
Oh wait, I see where this is going.
Right. If you beat your girlfriend in the final, you should get charged. And that's all I gotta say. It's just not fair. It's just not. It's
that's something that's got to be brought up to the Commissioner Rick.
I'm just saying. Asterisk.
Asterisk. And then after, Reese. But you still commit. I mean, 3 finals, 4. He's the only person who's gone to 4 finals.
Who, Yola?
No, John. John's the only person who's gone to. That's the most finals anyone's gone to. Is John.
I mean, he's in the Buffalo Bills.
But at least he won 1. The Bills never won 1.
He beat his girlfriend to win.
Next year we get Reese vs. John. Then after that was you and Kai in the rematch that everybody wanted to hear, everyone wanted to see, and then it was still even. Like, he didn't blow. It wasn't a blowout. It was a touchdown game. And then last year, it was Reese again against the owner of the Gophers, team owner Rick. Team owner Rick actually went to his first finals in 7 years last year. He lost to Reese, but I think he was very excited. I'm going to interview him.
Okay.
Eventually, during one of these weeks, we're going to interview team owner Rick.
Okay.
And then we'll find out, and Commissioner Rick.
Okay.
That'll probably be in the finals because there's a lot of people I got to interview. There's a lot.
No, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on in this league.
And I think that to kick things off, I set the right tone because I put everybody on notice that y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit.
And you know what? We're still live right now. Let's see. We're gonna find out right now because this would be a great way to end the first interview in the Maybach Music Fantasy Football League podcast.
This is the best podcast ever. They give me beer and food.
We haven't even figured out if we're a podcast. We're just a recap. I decided to record. We're going to figure out what this is, but it's something.
Can you put an echo effect on me cracking the can? And what's it called? Just like when I did that crack and then it just.
I'm sure I can. I'm sure I can get that.
That'd be pretty cool.
As of right now, you're still losing 3 points.
Yeah. 3
points. That's all you need. It's 10 minutes left in the game. Tennessee is up 28-16. So if Buffalo scores, might get you, but you've already gotten it. You've gotten 33 yards and a touchdown.
It's starting to click for him. He understands I'm gonna win. I preemptively open this can of whoop ass. Who am I playing against?
Lou.
I'm sorry, Ooh. Playing against Ooh.
Ooh.
Kill him. Okay.
Yeah, you're not doing anything like that. You're not doing like that.
Listen. We just out here, we big shit popping, little things stop.
I want to thank you for being my first guest. I wish you the best and the rest of this game. We'll find out next week how this ended. If Golden Showers is 4-1, or if Go-Go Ratchet is still in it this year. See you in maybe the playoffs. Maybe we're not gonna. Yeah.
No, I'll make playoffs.
We're making playoffs.
I'll always make playoffs. I don't go home without going to playoffs.
Until next time, everybody. This has been the Maybach Music Fantasy Football League podcast. Recap. Sports talk. We're gonna come up with the name. We're gonna figure that out. I'm gonna figure that out. Me and the other Ricks are gonna figure that out. And we'll get back to you guys.